Hi, my name is Becca and I just went under the thread for the first time. Stay tuned if you want to see my take on waxing versus threading. Nothing too exciting happening today, but it is a first for me. I'm headed to get my eyebrows threaded. If you've never heard of threading, it's an ancient Eastern technique that uses two pieces of cotton thread and they kind of roll them together and grab onto the ears and pull. I have never had it done before, so I'm super excited. I have been growing my eyebrows for quite some time, as you can see. I've not even remotely cleaned them in a few weeks. So it would be nice to not look like I have two hairy caterpillars on my eyes. Here we are at Asha Threading in good old Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm going to do a quick comparison of both waxing and threading for you. With threading, as you can see, they're just using 100% cotton threads. They're rolling them together and catching the hairs. Whereas you might get resins and parabens in the wax, so no chemicals with threading. That's better for sensitive skin. If you're on any acne meds, it's really, the threading is not tugging on your skin as badly as the waxing does, so it's leaving it less inflamed, really, is what I found. Some people say that threading lasts longer, like you can go longer in between, but I didn't find any data or research to show that that's really true. You can get threading done more often than waxing because your hair only has to be 1/8 to 1/4 inch for threading, whereas with waxing it should be at least 1/4 inch long. But I mean, really, those two differences that's not too drastic of a difference. The look of the arch and the shape that you want is going to be different, but for what's in right now, the more natural arches and thicker brows, I feel like threading, you can really wax whatever shape you want too, but threading just traditionally is and has always been kind of more natural shape like that. For the time it took, definitely took longer to get threaded. They're pulling out only one row of hair at a time, whereas the waxing, you kind of just pick the shape you want and they lay it down, whether or not they're using hard wax that they have to let dry, then pulling, or laying down the wax and then putting a strip. Waxing definitely takes less time. So that brings me to pain, whereas most people say that threading hurts more. I didn't necessarily feel that threading hurt more, but it did take longer. I mean, with the waxing, you're just laying down that strip and the pain's over in seconds, whereas threading, it's more irritating, like constant irritating, for however long it took her to do it, minutes, whereas waxing is seconds. So it's up to you on that front. The cost is the last thing I want to talk about. And threading definitely is cheaper averagely around here. If you're going to go to a nice spa, or even just like a small salon, it ranges from like $12 to $15 for waxing, whereas the threading only cost me $7 today at Asha. So definitely cheaper to thread. My initial thoughts are I love the shape that they do, much better than the waxing studios. It is more natural, it is more gradual. My skin is way less inflamed than with wax. Like, way less inflamed. Usually I'm like beat right around my whole eyebrow. Pain-wise, it almost feels like, you saw in the video, they had me stretch my own skin while she was doing it. Pain-wise, when it's like on the bone area, it kind of just feels like she's scraping my skin with something. Not like super painful scraping. My eyes were watering, but it wasn't that painful. It was more painful when she was like pulling hairs down here, but I mean, not that many people are as hairy as me. But like as far as it goes, it did take a little bit longer than waxing, but I like it. I think I'm a thread convert. Let me know if you have any experience threading, or whether or not you prefer to wax.